fast forward a couple of years, I feel bad because like I'm like, damn, I feel like I wasn't there for you.
But I still have made it a personal choice to stay off of it.
I have to become more. Our scars can destroy us. But if we survive them, they can transform us. They can give us the power to endure. And the strength to fight.
Good freaking morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It is week 4 right now, and I just posted week 2. Week 2 just went live like a couple of minutes ago. I'm already starting to get like messages from it. Yeah, so anyways, guys, if you haven't checked out week 2, make sure you go check out week 2. I need to do a better job at organizing my video clips, especially now that Isaiah's vlogging and we're filming on different cameras, because I know week 2 was like, it was kind of a struggle to like organize because the memory cards are all messed up with their dates, and I'm like, wait, what did I do on this day? Wait, what did I do that day? Since I'm 2 weeks ahead, I gotta try to remember what I did 2 weeks ago while I edit. So anyways, I'm gonna start announcing what day it is. So it is Monday morning. We just got our coffee right here. We're gonna sip on a little bit of this, and then we're gonna go knock out some cardio, because that's what it's all about. It is currently Cinco de Mayo for us Mexican coconuts, which is me. I'm a Mexican coconut. You know what? Cinco de Mayo is like one of those things like only Americans celebrate it, and of course we do. Of course we're the only ones who celebrate it. And what do we do by celebrating it? We go get drunk, we go get margaritas, and we go drink all day. Not today. We don't do that because we're locked in, baby. You and I are locked in. We're trying to get back on track, get summer ready, get the shirt off, look rip, look buff. That's what we're trying to do. And drinking is not gonna get you there. Let's go knock out this cardio.
Okay guys, cardio complete, 30 minutes, fasted. Now we gotta go home and get to work, and I have a very controversial topic that I've been holding off to talk to you guys about, but I think it's time to finally talk about it, so let's go.
I honestly don't know. I have no clue. Where does the time go? Last time I had this camera, I was in this same parking lot telling you I was gonna tell you some juicy, a juicy topic, and then the day just absolutely got away from me. Let me just kind of wrap up everything that I've done today, and then we'll dive into the topic. So I got home, had some breakfast, had some meetings, had to take my dog to go get a haircut. Then I had to get on the phone with insurance. The healthcare in America is just absolutely horrible. I don't even want to get into it. I was so upset. So many things that they do just make zero sense. If you guys don't know, I don't have a thyroid. I don't know if you guys can see that scar, but I had my thyroid removed in 2005. So I have to take a medication for the rest of my life. I cannot be without this medication for a long period of time, or I start developing these really bad side effects, which has happened before. Now, I've been without my medicine for like a week and a half now. That's a little bit too long for my comfort. Back and forth with the insurance, they're like, oh, you gotta go here, you gotta go there. Anyways, long story short, that's how my day got away from me. I just got to the gym. Oh, and by the way, while I'm on the phone with the insurance, Isaiah texted me like, hey, what time do you want to go to the gym? Guess what? I didn't get back to him, so he came at 5. So here I am lifting by myself when I could be lifting with my gym partner. Now that we got that out of the way, I want to talk about a certain topic. Now, I don't know how long this topic's going to be. I don't know how much I'm going to dive into this, but I just wanted to bring this up because I think it's important. So for those of you who don't know this, I have been on testosterone replacement therapy for, I want to say at the end of 2018, beginning of 2019. I will still say this to this day. It's one of the best things I've ever done for myself. As you know, as us men get older, you start feeling the age, your energy goes down, your testosterone goes down. And I'm not sure if me not having a thyroid affected, why my testosterone was so low to begin with. It varies for everybody. Everyone's different. Every man's different. Some guys have high testosterone till their 40s. Some guys drop, you know, in their low 20s. It just happens. But the most important thing was I got tested. So I got tested. It was super low. Again, not sure if it was because of my thyroid, if it was from all those years of being overweight, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all those negative side effects that will bring your testosterone down. I decided to get on testosterone replacement therapy. Amazing. I felt better, more energy. I felt like a 20-year-old. My strength went up. I obviously gained size and muscle. It was just the best thing, right? For all the pros of taking testosterone, there are cons. Now, cons being, I mean, they vary for everybody, but for me, I would say 2 cons that was, okay, I'll say 3 cons. 3 of the biggest cons for me. Number 1, it does suck to poke yourself, right? If you don't like needles, you don't like to poke yourself, it does suck. They call it pinning. Pinning sucks. It's not fun. And depending on what your dose is and how many times you take a shot, will determine how many times you have to pin. For most people, it's once a week. For me, I don't like to spread mine out a week apart. I like to do it every 3 to 4 days, and so I'm doing it twice a week. Never fun. You may hear other people say, you get used to it. I never got used to it. I just never liked it. So that's number 1. Number 2, my hair did start to thin on the top of my head. Could that be because of testosterone? Maybe. I'm not sure. I can't pinpoint it, but I know that is a side effect of taking testosterone. If I look at my mom's side of the family, like my uncles who I look identical to, they have all thin hair as well, the same age, same time period. So I kind of have the same pattern of hair as my uncles do. And obviously they weren't on testosterone, so it could just be natural, right? So I will say those are 2 things. Number 3, and this is the one that I'm kind of like, do I want to share? Do I not want to share? I think it's important. Once you're on testosterone long enough, how do I say this? I don't even know what it's called. Pretty much, you won't be able to have kids. And I will say this, but without getting too much into my personal life, there was a time that Crystal and I were trying to have a child. It wasn't working. Nothing's happening, right? And for me, like having Camila and Lo was like boom, we wanted to have Lo, boom, we want to have Camila, boom. So I've never had a problem, right? I was not on testosterone with Lo, and when I had Camila, I hadn't even been on it a couple of months, right? There was no side effects. Now, fast forward 3, 4, 5 years later, it's like, man, what the heck is going on? Like, I can't have a kid. Like, I know we're getting older, but what the heck's going on? So I went and got tested. Sure enough, they gave my results back, and when I say low, it was super low. Like, I am producing 0 babies. There are no children in my semen. And so I was like, okay, there you go. I got to get off of it, right? If I want to have kids again. Now, a lot has changed. A lot has changed since then. But I still have made it a personal choice to stay off of it. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to stay off of it. I honestly, I have no clue. There is no game plan. There is no like set date. There is no time period. I will say this. Will I get back on it? Absolutely 100%. And those are my pros and cons. I mean, again, I think there is a lot more pros than cons, especially if you're older and you're like, I don't care about my hair. I'm done having kids. Well, dude, get on it. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel better. You're going to get stronger. You're going to build muscle. You just feel amazing. So me being off TRT absolutely contribute to where I'm at. But the most important thing, that is not the excuse. We're not going to use being off TRT as the excuse because I've been shredded before. I've been in the best shape of my life naturally, right? But the only difference was I was locked in with my nutrition. I was locked in with my working out. I was locked in with my cardio. I was locked in my mental health. Everything was locked in, right? So I've created this perfect storm of a downward spiral, that being one of them, but we're not going to use that as an excuse. So I just want to bring that up, let you guys know. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Like, you know, I'd love to answer as much as I can. I am by far not an expert in TRT. I can just speak from experience, right? So I can answer those questions, but I feel like I've talked for a very long time. I've been sitting in my car. I really want to go work out, get this back day, get home. And yeah, maybe if any more thoughts come to my head during the gym session, I'll have like a part 2 of this conversation. But if not, yeah, that's what I've been wanting to tell you guys. Your boy's natty. Your boy is natural. So yeah, anyways, let's go work out.
at 6:30.
Okay guys, talk about an epic fast forward. So I think the last time I talked to you was on Monday night in my car before a gym session. It is now Wednesday night before a gym session.
It's Tuesday.
Oh shit, wow, okay. Strike that, reverse it. It's Tuesday. So actually not that bad, because that would have been a whole day like of no footage. And I just assumed Isaiah's vlogging, he's a vlogger now, so he's gonna add some content. And the first thing he tells me is like, yeah, all I got is one deadlift yesterday.
I assumed you were gonna show up.
Dude, so moral of the story, guys, never assume. Number one mistake, don't ever assume anything. This is in life, in business, in nutrition, everywhere. Never assume.
He said he wants to do the big boys.
Okay, I picked these up thinking they were hundreds. Now, not that 105 is not that big of a jump. It's not like they're 120s, then I'd be like, what the hell? But
We're getting there.
this is called the comeback for a reason. And remember that conversation we had yesterday? I'm not as strong as I used to be, but I'm as strong as I ever was. All right, here we go. That's a song.
There we go. Easy stuff.
3, 4, 5.
Cake. Nice.
Ooh, ooh, watch your toes.
Right.
Watch your toes when you're around me, guys. I just throw these weights around.
So Logan, with all the tariff situation and the way the U.S. is now, have you taken any precautions yet? Have you adjusted the way you grocery shop, everything like that? Like, what are you doing?
Okay, yeah, tariffs are, and the crazy thing is, the tariffs aren't gonna really, you're not gonna see or feel the effect until about this week, which is the scary thing. This week and next week are apparently supposed to be where like, you're gonna go to the grocery store, you're gonna go to Walmart, Target, and not see anything on the shelves. Apparently that's what they're saying. But yeah, just being cautious, guys. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what Trump's doing. His first 100 days have been absolutely horrible. I'm just gonna say it, like, I have no idea. The reason why people elected him and why he won the popular vote was because they're like, yo, you said you're gonna fix the economy. That's what people care about. People don't care about all this other bullshit that's going on in the Middle East, Ukraine, culture wars, woke, all that other stuff. Like, people don't care about that. What people care about is like, am I gonna be able to like put food on the table? Am I gonna be able to like stop living paycheck to paycheck? That's what the American people care about. And it's like, it's not what they're doing. It's not what they're worrying about. Just everything else but taking care of the middle class, which is us. So at the end of the day, the middle class always suffers. But yeah, the precautions I'm taking is just like, we gotta just be careful. Like, unfortunately, like, summer's coming up, we're not gonna be able to go on vacation. And it's like, that's an American thing, guys. Like, I don't know like who's watching this, whether you're from other countries or whatnot, but in America, summer's our kids are out of school in summer. That's where everybody goes on vacation. Everyone goes to Disney World, everyone goes to the beach, everyone goes on a family vacation, a road trip. Nobody's traveling, nobody has the money to travel anymore. Airline prices are up, hotels are up, food's up, everything's up. It's like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. If my girls want to go on a vacation this summer, I'm like,
San Marcos River.
Yeah, we can't afford it. But that's another problem. Us Americans, what do you think we're gonna do? What do you think? Yes, you're right. Yeah, you know what I was thinking. We're just gonna put it on credit cards, because that's what we do.
Don't do that.
We're just so.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. If you're watching it, do not put it on your credit card.
Scary times, huh?
Scary, scary times. Go, light work, baby. Let's go. Get them up. Get them up. Get them up.
Might need the
Easy.
120s.
Easy. Look at this. Breaking my stuff over here, guys.
My
Put that
bad.
back on, because I gotta ask you a question. Okay.
Let's go.
Bro, if you had to start over today with nothing, and you had to start over today, what would you do?
As far as what? Like no career, no money, anything like that? Had to make like a new decision.
How about that? Yeah, like you lost everything. Like,
One.
okay, your job, everything, like everything,
Everything went to crap.
everything went to crap. You got to start over.
One.
What are you doing? You're crying?
I mean, I'm grinding. I'm gonna learn trades. I'm gonna just do whatever I can. One, to support me, my family, everything like that. But like if you're talking in terms of dream world stuff, when I was a little bit younger, probably train wrestling.
A what?
I probably train wrestling. I tell Rachel that all the time. I was like, do you think I could still go if I started now?
Set.
Bro,
you're not a
get outta
flyer.
here.
You're not
I
a
am
heel.
A flyer.
I think you like, for all my wrestling fans out there, I don't even follow wrestling, but I know Isaiah would be like Goldberg. You'd just be big, but no wrestling moves. People would hate wrestling with you because you mess them up. You have no choreograph.
I'd be one of the little skinnier flyweights compared to like Goldberg and everything like that. Definitely high flyer. I'll bring the Swanton bomb back off of ladders. But
oh my God! See, guys, I can't ever ask him a question. Everything always comes back to wrestling. I'm done. I'm done.
I'll be the Rock son.
Okay, I got a question. Little conversation. So, and it has to do with what I'm doing nowadays, guys. Remember, I told you we started a new company called Story Pros. We help companies incorporate AI into their business, automating sales, leads, B2B, D2C. But I was thinking about this. I think where we're at today, if you go up to companies and you ask them like, yo, are you incorporating any type of AI automation into your business? And they say no, which I've heard a lot of companies and talked to a lot of companies with their foot in the sand, like, yo, I'm not gonna do it. Like, no, we don't wanna do that. And it's like, guys, somebody going to a company in the early 2000s and saying, hey, would you like to incorporate internet into your business? And they're like, yeah, nah, I think I'm good with magazines and newspapers. What? I'm telling you, you're not gonna have a choice. In about 2 to 3 years, you will have to incorporate some type of AI into your business. And so it blows my mind when I think about companies that say no, it's like, dude, your competition is gonna eat you up if you don't start now. If you don't do something about it now. Because AI is going nowhere. It's just gonna get bigger and bigger. More and more companies are implementing it. And a lot of companies, bigger companies like Spotify, Shopify, Duolingo, are all requiring new employees to have some type of AI knowledge, right? And the reason for that is because, like Isaiah has a position where he works, but he can have like 4 assistants that are all AI instead of hiring 4 different employees. Any business owner is gonna be like, yeah, absolutely. 4 less health benefits, 4 less salaries, 4 less vacations, and I could just incorporate AI. Where do you think AI is going in your field? Isaiah is an engineer, so keep that in mind.
With me, since I do the designs and analysis, I've already created a program that automates models that kind of got rid of some of our CAD guys. CAD is a 3D modeling process or 2D modeling process. But so I've done that. But as far as AI goes, one of my coworkers is actually getting his PhD in the UK right now in mechanical engineering, and using or his whole thesis is how to use AI to do simulations, which is what we do. So for a fact, it's not going anywhere. So if you are one of the younger people that are looking to get into a trade or go to college, go into something that cannot be taken over by AI. You gotta go be like a mechanic, electrician, AI, plumber, do whatever. Something that the computer can't do. I mean, then you're safe, but AI is not going anywhere.
Either do that or figure out, incorporate into your...
Right, or go into like cybersecurity, something that goes into working in the AI space, or something that's just going to be needed. I would just think like that if you don't have a career goal already.
How are you liking vlogging?
It's not bad. I do enjoy it.
Is it keeping you consistent?
I mean,
No, you're good, bro.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I feel, because this was my promise to you, right? that we were gonna do this together. So like, I feel like I can't let you down, can't let y'all down. I gotta do something, even if like if I feel like I don't have anything to say, I'll still pick it up, record. Whether Logan uses it or not, doesn't bother me. I'm just gonna pick it up.
I need you to pick it up. Can't
do some stuff.
I can't be the one carrying this channel anymore.
No, I got you,
help.
bro. I got some good stuff for week 3. He hasn't seen it yet, but I do enjoy it. I've loosened up a whole lot more. If you know me, I can be really talkative, but it's once you get to know me. If you don't know me, I might be the quiet person at first and then kind of feeling things out, but definitely opening up to my talkative side. So loosening up a little bit more.
All right.
We'll be good.
Don't let the people
Nothing
down.
but bangers and bangers after this. Machine. If this were to be the very last vlog that Logan Delgado ever does in his life, what message would you want to put across to the YouTube people?
Ooh, that one's tough. That one's a hard one. You know, it's crazy. Like the Instagram algorithm knows, like, it knows me. Cause like at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, it like shows me like motivational stuff, quotes, and a lot of these quotes are like, if you're on your deathbed, you don't want to like be thinking about, oh, my dreams that you had, or I saved this much money, or I wish I didn't go on that trip, or I wish I didn't do this. All you really truly want to remember are memories, right? And things that you did. And what I always think about is like, I always think about things in my life I didn't do because I was too busy. I had work. I wanted to go do this. XYZ, you fill in the blank, right? But we'll never get those moments back. We'll never get that time back. And I think time is the most precious thing. And so what I would say, if this was the last vlog, is like, please guys, please, spend your time wisely. And what I mean by that, spend your time with your loved ones. I would do anything to have that night back with my sister. I saw my sister the night, hours before she passed away. And unfortunately, guys, I took that night for granted. And what I mean by that is that, well, come over here. Appreciate it, brother. What I mean by that is, I just assumed I would see her again, just like every other night. So I didn't really even talk to her that night. Like, we may have said like 1 or 2 words to each other, but I was preoccupied with other things. I was on my phone scrolling while my daughter's talking to, like, you know, hanging out with grandma. And then I was, okay guys, well, we gotta go. Peace out, bye, Bristol, bye. Like, you know, if I would have known that was my last night, obviously I would have hugged her, kissed her, talked to her. But we don't, right? And it's because we're so preoccupied by things like, oh, I'm busy. I was busy on my phone. I was busy with meetings. I was busy at work. That same day, guys, my sister called me wanting to hang out. I didn't answer the phone. I was too busy working. Work is always gonna fucking be there. All this bullshit's always gonna be there. All these fucking excuses that you keep telling yourself will be there. But you know what's not there anymore? My sister. Your loved ones. So stop putting all this useless bullshit. Stop saying that you're busy with work, because none of it fucking matters at the end. All that matters is the memories you have with your loved ones. And so I'll always remember that. My sister calling me that day, I didn't answer. Then her sending me a text, oh, just calling you to see if you want a coffee, I'd come bring you a coffee. And I know she just wanted to do that because she wanted to hang out with me. And again, once again, I'm busy with work, I'm busy with work. Well, guess fucking what? I'm still to this day busy with work. Nothing fucking changed. You get what I'm saying? Like, nothing's changed. Other than I don't have my sister in my life anymore. So, I know it's a long, very long-winded answer, and I always do that, but just spend time with your loved ones, make memories with your families, be around people who love you, and stop putting other bullshit in front of all that stuff that doesn't matter.
Yep. I always think of it like memories over materials, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna remember, oh man, on my deathbed, yeah, I'm glad I had that Porsche, that Corvette.
That big TV.
Big TV, my portfolio, my 401k, XYZ, you fill in the blank. What you're going to want when you're on your deathbed, and this is fucking crazy because I think about this all the time. Since I lost my sister, guys, I went into deep depression. I've never been in depression. Well, never been in that type of depression in my life. I never lost a loved one so close to me. I started to think about things that I've never thought about in my life. And this comes up a lot every time I'm in bed at night, and it scares the shit out of me. And this is what you should care about when you're on your deathbed. Who's gonna be around you? Who's gonna be there with you? That's the scary thing. Because what I pray for is I have my loved ones with me. I pray that I have my daughters with me, my sister with me, my nieces, my wife, my loved ones surrounding me as I pass away to the afterlife. That's what I pray for. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to die by myself. I don't want to be alone. That's what should matter the most. Not cars, money, possessions. Who's around you? And I pray to God it's my loved ones.
Yep.
What's something you're afraid to say out loud but feels needs to be heard?
Afraid to say out loud? Man, that was... Mom, I'm sorry. No. That one's tough because I used
No, you're
to
scared.
Be,
You're
no,
scared of something.
Not
Just
anymore.
say it.
Not anymore.
Just say it.
I used to be very scared to be myself, like 100%. Like try to appease to everybody, not upset my family, blah, blah, blah. But as some of y'all may have known, I was previously married before. After that, I was like, nah, I'm gonna be 100% me. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. I don't care what anybody thinks of me, and I think this is healthy. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm gonna be me. If you like me, if you don't, that's on you. Like, it doesn't change how I feel. It doesn't change how I'm gonna act. It doesn't change how I'm gonna live out my life. And then by doing so, you'll find somebody that loves you for just that, you, 100% you. I've luckily found that. So I'm just 100% me all the time. I'm not scared to say anything. Like, there's nothing like that I'm hiding. I'm literally an open book, and you could ask me anything.
You're afraid.
I'm not afraid.
You're afraid.
No, I'm not. Definitely not afraid of anything.
Gold dust. You want gold dust in your Mount
Gold dust
Rushmore.
Gold dust is my favorite wrestler of all time.
Now it's actually kind of funny. Well, it's not funny, but we need to talk about this because we're gonna probably bring this up in an episode. When Isaiah was going through like the hardest time in his life, I did a very bad job personally being there for him. I was very preoccupied. I saw it, I could feel it, but Isaiah never brought it up in like, he never brought it up in the gym sessions.
Right, I was more just
Yeah,
internal.
he was
hold
just,
everything internal.
Well, so that's the thing. Like when me and Isaiah used to work out at THRC, and people would want to come work out with us, I would say, hey, I kind of give them a heads up. I was like, yo, if you come train with me and Isaiah, like, it's not awkward. Like we may not even say one or two words to each other because we're so locked in.
Right.
I had my headphones, he had his headphones, and there's nothing wrong. We weren't like fighting or anything. We're just locked in, right? We don't talk as much as we do now back then because we were just so focused. So like people would come in, I'm like, hey, like me and Isaiah probably won't say anything to each other, but don't worry, we're good. But when Isaiah was going through like a lot of the hard times, I knew something was up because I was like, he was like super quiet, not very bubbly, just kind of like, I don't know. At one point, I really thought I did something. I was like, damn, did I piss him off? Like, what the fuck did I do?
You touched the bar when I said don't touch it.
I was so confused. There was literally a point, like, I was so confused. I was like, and me being an absolute idiot, and if anybody knows me, I'm horrible at like sensing stuff like that. As far as like, I'm not good at like talking and being supportive. I need to do a better job. I was even worse back then. And it wasn't until one day Isaiah just flat out told me what was going on. I was like, oh shit, like, damn, that explains everything. I was like, oh shit, dude. I was like, I thought you were fucking mad at me. I thought I did something. I was like relieved.
That's why you missed the gym that day. It wasn't because of me.
I was wondering why you're like just Debbie Downer. But then like you think about it, like fast forward a couple of years, I feel bad because like I'm like, damn, I feel like I wasn't there for you.
because I never asked him what was going on. I just like whatever.
We'll work out tomorrow.
He's got to stick up his butt. I'm out of here. Like, but after, you know, he told me, I was like, oh shit, damn, I should have been there for him. But anyways, long story short, Isaiah's a much better friend to me than I am to him. Because when I'm going through things, he's like, yo, he's there for me, asking what's going on, give me advice. I was never that for him.
Yeah, that's true. I am maybe to a fault.
That probably comes from your mom, bro.
Oh, for sure,
Like,
yeah.
That, yeah.
For sure, because I am the type of person, like if I have time in my day and I legit don't have like prior engagements and somebody reaches out to me like, yo, can you help me with this? Can you help me move? Can you help me do this? I'll drop everything. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Like, because I make the time, you know, to nurture my relationships that I have, whether it's friends, family, everything like that. So yeah, to a fault, I'm always on the go. That's why my girlfriend now, she has to like plan, hey, what do you got planned on Saturday? I'm like, babe, it's Monday. And she's like, no, I know how it is.
Yeah.
Like, what do you got Saturday? If you don't have anything,
I gotta figure it out now.
I'm locking in movie night with us. And I'm like, all right, cool, movie night.
Send you an invite, send you a Google invite.
And then sure enough, like Friday night hits, what are you
Sure
doing
enough,
tomorrow?
15 minutes on his iPhone. You have it. Dude, oh shit.
I'm like, sorry,
Yeah.
I got a date night. We gotta do the movie Saturday. Can't make it, bro. Sorry, you gotta move.
Yeah.
You gotta move that washing machine by yourself.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, guys. That's how long Isaiah and I have like been together. Like we've been through the ups of the ups, the highs of the highs with everything. Like literally everything. Like our careers, everything. He's traveled with us. He came with me to Vegas during like our biggest bio coach party, which was like one of the funnest weekends ever.
Yeah, that was a blast.
You know, to the lowest of the low, where I'm just like, bro, what am I gonna do? And he's just like, bro, like gets you by the back of the neck. He's like, figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's go.
This, yep.
Brand new subscriber. Look at these young buckaroos. Look at these young guys. Tell them what's up.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Young us.
What's your name?
My name is Gage.
Gage. What's your name?
Patrick.
Patrick. Good to meet you guys. All right, Gage wants to start his YouTube channel up. He wants to. I'm telling him he needs to stop wanting and just create it, bro. All right, do it. All right, so we filming here every week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you again. You better start it.
I'll start posting.
All right, brother.
Check me out, man.
All right, brother. Hey, y'all take care, guys. See y'all. All right.
2 Mondays, you'll
That's
see
what I'm
that.
talking about, guys. Let's go. We got subscribers. Okay, so we just got home and my mom actually sent over food that, I mean, it's home cooked. Mama's cooking, so I gotta eat it. Not gonna pass up on it. We got some ground beef right here. She got us some avocados right here. And then she made some of these conchitas that I'll probably have a little bit. And then she made some tortillas. I mean, come on. And some queso. She gave us some queso with some chips. Probably not gonna eat the tortilla chips. Obviously, those will add up quickly. But the ground beef, the avocado, some tortilla, a little bit of conchitas. I mean, it's mama's home cooking. I gotta eat it, guys. I can't pass up on it. Even though it's probably not the best as far as like salmon and broccoli. Look, at the end of the day, you better eat mama's cooking or mama's gonna be mad and I'm not gonna make my mama mad, so.
Bear Bryant, Nick Saban.
And that builds on it. Like that
Build it into a, yeah.
So like,
But it's a legitimate question, and it's also why Nick
For breakfast, guys, I got my Jocko 30 grams of protein right here. This is their sweet coffee cream. So this actually has caffeine in it as well. I got my coffee right here. Now, I would bust an Isaiah and throw the protein coffee into my coffee, but this is actually cold. This is actually hot. I prefer hot coffee, so I'm gonna drink my hot coffee by itself and then sip on my protein along with it. So I don't get like this hot and cold mixed together. But yeah, a lot to do today. I want to try to track as much food as possible. I've been doing a really bad job at that, tracking my food, showing you guys what I'm eating. Just been like pretty much just telling you I'm busy. I don't have time to film, and that's pretty much life. But I want to get dressed and I want to go to a coffee shop. I need to get out of this house. If you guys could see this house, if I flip this camera around, it would stress y'all out. It would give you anxiety. It's a mess. The kitchen is an absolute disaster. The kitchen over there is a disaster. The stove is a disaster. The living room is a disaster. The dining room is an absolute disaster. I need to get out of this house. My office is a disaster. So, yeah, I need some sun. I need to be around people before I freak out. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a coffee shop. We have no food prepped, but that's okay. If we need to get some food, we'll get some food. We'll get some healthy food. But first things first, let's drink the protein, coffee, and let's get dressed and go find a coffee shop. Okay guys, so this is the coffee shop that I'm gonna be working out of. It's called the Coffee Bar, but as you can see, it's like downtown and you know, in the sun, people watch. I like to like work here at the edge of the windows, but this is a really cool spot. The vibes, the energy, much different from my at-home cave that I feel like I'm stuck in most days.
It is what it is. Trust me, you get what you give. Yeah. You gotta come to my side and see how we live. Yeah. I cannot see.
Okay guys, so just leaving the coffee shop, as you can see. So what I was thinking about, this is what I love about this area, because it's downtown. I can literally walk everywhere. Even on days that I'm not gonna train with Isaiah, there is a gym literally like right down the street, like a block away. And it's a pretty old school bodybuilding gym. I actually love it. And it's only $2 to work out there. So I could even potentially work out there, come back to the coffee shop and walk about 2 blocks that way, and there's a Chipotle. Could do that. That's why I like love the downtown areas. But that being said, I was thinking about walking down the street to go to Chipotle, but I'm like, Logan, you have groceries at home. Like, you literally bought groceries and they're just going to waste. So instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drive home, cook my food, cook my lunch, and then cook my pre-workout meal as well, so I don't have to go back home. And then from there, come back, obviously do some work here in the coffee shop, and then from here, I'll meet Isaiah at the gym later. Actually, I gotta go back home to pick up Lo for practice. Always something going on. I'll pick up Lo for practice and then head to the gym. But needless to say, the point of this was I need to stop wasting money, right? On fast food, going out to eat when I have food at home. The correct answer to all of this would have been to food prep last night or this morning. But you know, your boy always chooses the path of the most resistance. So let's head home. Okay guys, let's see, I need a fork. All right, here's what I prepped up for my lunch. I got a meeting in 15 minutes, but I got some ground beef right there. Then I have some red potatoes right there. Quick and easy meal. As you know, I put it in a Tupperware because I was gonna take this to the coffee shop, but there's just no way I'm gonna like cut it in time. 15 minutes. By the time I get there, I don't wanna rush for this meeting. I need to be ready. So I'm just gonna scarf it down here. I have some sweet poppy right here that I'm gonna throw on this just a little bit to give it some kick. Oh yeah. I think for my pre-workout meal, I'm gonna make it as easy as possible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 scoops of Jocko protein. And then I'm going to do a banana. And that will be my pre-workout meal. Super quick, right? Just protein, banana, a little, you know, not too many carbs, a little potassium for the gym. So pretty good on the protein. I will need to have probably 2 more good protein meals to hit my goal of 180. So that's what I'm going for. So let's dive in. Let's get it, baby.
What's up, y'all? It is Thursday. We just arrived at the gym, but before we go in there, I know Logan's gonna be late, so I might as well talk to you guys, right? But anyways, we're working out shoulders today. I haven't vlogged in the past couple of days. I've been busy with work, and my brain's just focused on, you know, finishing some projects and everything like that. But I did make a commitment to Logan, and I made a commitment to y'all that I'll be vlogging more. So he's been holding me accountable, and I'm holding him accountable to showing up to the gym. So that's why we're gonna do this little segment of Car Chats with Zaza Cruz. If some of y'all don't know, my nickname is Zaza. It came from my little brother. He couldn't say Isaiah when he was a baby, so he'd call me Zaza. And then it stuck with my older brother, my mom, where they would call me that. And since I come from a very tight Puerto Rican family that's massive, we would go to church every weekend together, like cousins and everything, tios, and see each other all the time. That they started calling me Zaza. And then when my friends would come over, my whole family's calling me Zaza. So they're like, oh, okay, you're Zaza. And they would call me that. So everybody, yeah, some know me as Isaiah. If you know me as Isaiah, it's professional, everything like that. But if like you're like this with me, everybody calls me Za or Zaza. But no matter which way, I respond to all things. But yeah, that's just a little back history on the Zaza nickname that I have. That's never gonna go away. But I wanted to talk about like workout days where there's some that, you know, some workout days I'm excited for more than others, and it's just a personal preference of mine, right? So like we're working out shoulders today. I love doing shoulders, but it's not my favorite day. But you know, we got to get it done because we don't want to, you know, just work out the muscle groups that we like, right? It has to be full everything. I do enjoy it. My favorite days, I love deadlifting. I love back squatting. Those are my ultimate favorite like lifts. Chest, I like doing chest. It's just, you know, me being a skinny kid, everything like that. It's my weakest lift. So it's just, it's whatever. It's embarrassing, but I still enjoy the day of working out chest. Shoulders, that's just, you know, I love the way my shoulders look. I like doing the workouts. It's just not as fun as a deadlift to me, right? So I still do it. We still come out here. We're still gonna knock it out. We're still gonna get our swole on, right? But yeah, there's just some workouts that are a little tougher to get to. And I know that we've talked about this, and Logan has said this about just it being a struggle to come back into the gym, right? So if you're starting and then you're starting to get back into the groove of things, and then it comes to days like this where you're just like, man, it's not my favorite day, I might skip it. Don't skip it. Get your butt in the gym, do it anyways, and then you will thank yourself later. As always, when I am not feeling the gym, when, you know, aside from sickness and everything like that, if I'm not feeling the gym day, or if it's just like, man, I'm just too stressed, I make myself go. And I'm like, nah, we're doing this. This is a non-negotiable part of my daily routine. We need to go hit the gym. And then afterwards, I'm like, okay, we did it. But yeah, let's go work out some shoulders.
We made it, guys. Just got to the gym, and I got a surprise for Isaiah, and I'll tell you why. But let's go inside and see him first. So there are many benefits of training with me. You get to hear all my problems, you get to be late, and you get free pre-workout. Look at that, unopened, big jug. Let's go.
Big jug.
I'll tell them the benefits of being my gym partner.
Oh yeah.
You get to hear all my problems, you get to be late,
You get to know everything.
you be camera boy, and you get free workout. I mean, that's not bad.
That's pretty legit.
Pretty
I
legit.
enjoy it.
Not bad. All right.
It's a good job.
Okay, so you guys obviously know this by now, but I just got done asking Isaiah, like, yo, did you vlog yesterday? He's like, no, I thought you were gonna do it. And obviously I already had that discussion with y'all this morning. Well, I didn't vlog yesterday. So Wednesday was a bad day for both of us. There was no footage, damn it.
We're gonna be better.
We're gonna do better, we gotta do better. But
Promise.
take these 85s for a ride.
Go. Yeah.
Slow coming down. Woo. Watch it. All right, Isaiah, since you forgot to film yesterday, let the people know everything you ate today.
Oh, today? So I always start off with my decaf coffee with protein in there. We actually had some barbecue burgers with fries made at home. And then
Fries?
I know, bro, it's bad.
Does not sound...
Potato wedge
Dude, we're
fries.
supposed to be giving people motivation, inspiration, not...
You're the one that asked me this question.
So, barbecue and fries, okay.
Yeah, and then tonight we're gonna do like some pork with some vegetables and everything like that. A little healthier on that side of it. But, yep.
Jesus.
I know, my bad. So Logan, how do you keep up to date with like current events? Do you watch news?
Oh, absolutely, that's all I watch. That's all I listen to and watch. First thing in the morning when we take the girls to school, I have a podcast that I listen to every morning. It's called The Morning Brew. And it's essentially just 30 minutes of current pop culture news. So I do that first thing in the morning. Then when I get to my cardio, I turn on two shows. One's called Breaking Points. I really like Breaking Points because it takes two views
Two of the hosts, one is a conservative and one is a liberal, and so they both kind of give their points. I like that. And then recently, I started watching this other channel. I really don't like this guy, but I watch him a lot now. But he's essentially one of the hosts from Breaking Point's husband, but he has his own channel. It's called Secular Talk. Now he's really annoying. I kind of don't like him, but he's kind of entertaining because he gets very like animated whenever he's talking about political stuff. So I like watching those. But yeah, literally guys, like when you get on my YouTube, it's all news or sports news. That's it. Like sports news, Dallas Cowboys, San Antonio Spurs, and anything and everything politics. Yeah.
So did you see the new Pope was American?
Yes. It's kind of funny. This is actually a joke. Somebody sent Matt a text message like, yo, did we just conquer Rome?
We usually do a back machine, but they're always taken, so we're gonna do a variation.
If you have a gym and you want to hit rear delts, but all the machines are taken, you can do this. So just lean over the bench. Kind of want to slide ankle, and you want to open up.
Dang, looking juicy. It's like you've been working out for 4 weeks straight.
All right, think quick, don't stutter. We open up your Explore page on Instagram. What pops up?
I actually have no clue because it's been like years since
Do it now. Do it now. Do it now then. Prove it
now. It's probably a bunch of fit guys with abs galore, wrestling. No, I do make, so I do TikTok. All my TikToks are like wrestling related, how girlfriends react to guys who are into wrestling, how much they're nerds. And because my girl is a club volleyball coach, she was telling me about something that they're doing, clipping, where they like slide in and clip people with like little clothespins. And I was like, you said that? My phone heard you. I'm gonna get nothing but clipping videos. Sure enough, the very next day, nothing but little kid volleyball tournaments doing clipping videos.
Yeah.
But
Chinese are watching you, bro.
For real.
And how gay you are. Okay, just in case you haven't noticed yet, we literally have not moved this spot since we've been here. We've been here the entire time doing a shoulder exercise with dumbbells. So we didn't get to use any machines, anything. So I don't think we've ever done that.
A full dumbbell day?
Every time we got done with something, we're like, all right, where are we going next? And we just end up staying. And it was on front. Raises. Don't hurt me.